All right, good morning, everyone. I'm back. Another set of hiking videos. If you're new here, my name's Ian. I go by Betty White out on the trail. And this hike is the Overseas Heritage Trail. Down here in Key West. I got here yesterday, flew in, had to do a bunch of errands yesterday. I checked my bag, so I had to go mail that duffel bag to a buddy who's going to pick me up at the end of this. I had to check my trekking poles. They sometimes don't allow them in the carry-on, so. And then I had to go run, pick up some fuel. I found an Ace Hardware. Luckily, the concierge at the hotel got me a scooter. So I was cruising around Key West with a scooter. Went to Duval Street, got a couple of beers. Went to Winn-Dixie, picked up some food. And yeah, so if you've been following along in the past, my past videos and hikes, I've done the AT back in 21. I did the Florida Trail in 24. I did the Pinhoti in 25, last year. And so this year I'm going to do the Overseas Heritage Trail, which I'm on right now, and that goes from the southernmost point of Florida to the southern terminus of the Florida Trail at Big Cypress. So yeah, that's the goal. It's about 200 miles, and yeah, looking forward to it. It's nice and balmy, 60 down here in Key West, and yeah, it's gonna be a fun one. It's supposed to rain all afternoon on the very first day, so we'll see how that goes. But anyway, appreciate you hanging out with me, and yeah, stay tuned. I'm heading north once again. Yeah, look at that sky. Oh no, it's bearing down on me. I'm going this way, but it's supposed to pour for hours on end. I don't know, we'll see. Great first day. Well, the storm caught up with me. As far as there's wind, it's getting windy. But I'm about to get really dumped on. So I don't know what I'm gonna do. I really don't want to walk through this, but I've got a reservation at a hotel up on Sugarloaf Key. I'm trying to get there. It's like 20 miles away. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna figure it out. Figure it out like I always do, I guess, or not. All right, it's getting bad. All right, I'm officially, I think, leaving Key West. Went over the bridge here. I think this is Stock Island. And then, yeah, done about 4 miles. Raining like crazy. Great morning. At least it's warm. I'm not cold or anything. So, all right. All right, so I was just walking, minding my own business. This dude in a pickup truck, he was pulling out. He starts saying a bunch of stuff and, hey, what's going on? And Dead Bear. That's his trail name anyway. Hiker. I met him way back on the AT. But he had a bottle of Crown. He's like, hey, let's do some shots. So of course I can't pass up shots of Crown. So anyway, Yeah, super nice guy, Dead Bear. Nice running Indian. See you next time. Or apparently this is my lunch stop for today. Babalu's Restaurant and Bar. Gone about, I don't know, almost 11 miles. So good place to stop for lunch, I guess. Dry out a little bit. I'm soaked. And yeah, I think they got some good pizza here. Grab a pizza and a beer and continue on. All right, check it out. All right, so that was a pretty good lunch. I'm just getting a Cuban, a couple beers. Yeah, pretty good stuff. So yeah, the good thing about this overseas heritage trail is that for the first 120 miles-ish, it's basically restaurants the whole way, so you don't really have to carry any food, so I do like that. However, it's 120-ish miles of road walk, and so that kind of sucks. So anyway, I've got 7-ish miles to go for the day, and the rest of that 7 miles is going to be on a 2-lane bridge. So yeah, road walks. All right, so something that I do appreciate is that on these shorter bridges that go between the smaller keys, there's just bike routes kind of parallel the bridge, so you don't have to walk directly on the shoulder, you know, risking life and limb to traffic. But yeah, these are just nice and quiet, peaceful. You're not getting road noise, or that much road noise. There's still a lot of road noise, but yeah, I appreciate it. All right, so I just came up into this little gazebo area off the street, and look at this, the Florida Keys Overseas Heritage Trail. And so it's all faded out, you can't really see much, but I'm about right here-ish, mile 15. I'm staying at Sugarloaf Key tonight, somewhere in here, but this is the end up here at Key Largo, at mile marker 105. That's not accurate mileage, but then I'm heading US 1 over towards Big Cypress. So yeah, there it is. Getting some skydiving while I'm here. Actually, don't think I will. Anyway, that right there is my home for the night. So I have made it. Sugarloaf Lodge, tiki bar and restaurant. That's where I'm headed. Gotta get these wet clothes off. So apparently this place was built in 1957, and I don't think they've done anything to it since. It's gonna be interesting. All right, well, there we go. There's my room, 305. Let's see what we got here. All right, so look at this place. Bathroom, not so bad. It's a fridge. Got the double beds. Look at that old phone. That's funny. And yeah, wood paneling. But not a bad view, huh? Got a good view out the back. Still cigarette butts in the ashtray. That's classy. All right. I guess it'll do. All right, so everything I have is soaking wet, so I engineered a shoe drying system on this air conditioning with some tent stakes. I just kind of stuck the stakes in the vent, hung my shoes up, and they should dry quite nicely. Yeah, that's some hiker trash stuff right there. All right, everybody, so that was a pretty crazy dinner. I went over to the restaurant that's attached to this hotel, the Sugarloaf Lodge, and it was a pretty swanky joint. I mean, it was called the South of the Seven, I believe is what the name of the restaurant was. But yeah, it was really good. It had a mushroom ravioli, a couple of beers, and it's kind of expensive for this type of an establishment. If you can see this room was $220. And I guess I'm not complaining because the weather's crappy, and yeah, it's much better than, you know, trying to stealth camp somewhere. That's one of the things about hiking this trail, is that there's no real place to camp. These campgrounds are mostly for RV parks, and I mean for RVs, and there's not a whole lot of tent camping available, unfortunately. So you have to kind of find places to stealth camp, and I don't know, it's easier just to you know, dive into one of these roadside motels. But tomorrow night I'm hoping to get to a campground, like it's a state park campground, and I'll be in a tent tomorrow night. But anyway, I ended up doing 17.9 today, so not too shabby for my first day. So tomorrow I'm gonna get up on it. There's a breakfast joint about 6 miles up the road, so I'll probably try to hit that about 9 o'clock, and then get something to eat. Continue on. That's the plan. Anyway, appreciate you guys watching, and see you tomorrow.